the 14th of November, 2001, exactly 2:17 a.m. A broken, trembling signal arrived at the Miami Coast Guard station in Florida, as if someone had pressed the radio button with their last ounce of strength. The signal had only 3 words: "We found it." And then silence. This silence was not just of the radio. It was the silence of those 7 people who had gone to that part of the Atlantic Ocean which the world calls the Bermuda Triangle, and who had reached an island that was not on any map. Coast Guard officer Lieutenant James Harrell was on duty that night. He later said in an interview, "I have heard thousands of distress calls in 20 years. But what was in that voice was not fear. It was something else. Like wonder. As if someone had seen something a human shouldn't see." So let's go back to that night, into that sea that holds secrets, to that island that might still be there today, silent, waiting in the darkness. The world's most mysterious sea region, a 500,000 square kilometer area spread between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, where over 1,000 ships and airplanes have disappeared in the last 100 years. The number of people who disappeared here is over 25,000. But this is not just a number. Behind every number was a person. There was a family, a home waiting for them. In November 2001, a private research vessel named SS Meridian went into this area. 7 people were on board. Captain Richard Cole, an experienced sailor who had been at sea for 30 years. With him were 2 marine biologists, a photographer, an engineer, and 2 crew members. Their mission was to map a new coral reef system in this part of the Atlantic. A purely scientific expedition. No adventure, no drama. Just science. But what happened wasn't in any science book. The 10th of November, Meridian departed from Miami. The weather was clear. The sea was calm. Captain Cole had promised the Coast Guard to check in every 6 hours. The first check-in came on the 10th of November at 6 p.m. Everything was fine. The second check-in was on the 11th of November at 12 a.m. There was a slight excitement in Captain Cole's voice. He reported that he was getting some strange readings on the GPS. "A place that isn't on the map. Anhon kaha. We are going to investigate. Nothing to worry about." The Coast Guard noted it and moved on. The third check-in came on the 12th of November at 6 a.m. This time, the voice was a little different. Captain Cole reported that he had found a small island. "It is not on any chart. Coordinates: Labbag 25.3 degrees north, 71.2 degree west." He said they would take a closer look. The fourth check-in was on the 12th of November at 12 p.m. This check-in never came. The Coast Guard initially thought